Hello everybody, and yeah, Happy New Year. This is my first recording of 2026. Yeah, year of the horse coming up, isn't it? Um, I wanted to jump on and just talk a little bit about what I was up to over the last few months. Um, there's been two projects I've had on the go. The first thing is this, which is my book. Um, Hold it better to the camera. So, How Horses Led Me Back to a Life Less Serious, which I didn't really know I was going to even write this actually. Well, it was on my mind. I had some ideas, but it all came together um, just back in November sometime. And yeah, so I decided to get on and write it and get it down. And it's a very simple book. It's a very short read, so probably only take you a couple of hours, but that's okay. It's the sort of thing you can dip back into. And it's what it says on the front. It's just talking about how horses have brought me to well, to where I am today, and to see that, yeah, to see that life doesn't have to be so hard. And for most of my life, um, I thought it was tough. And I took things seriously. Um, and the horses were the kind of, well, what happened was when I stopped thinking about working with horses and I thought about playing with horses, it kind of changed everything. It was like seeing the whole my relationship with horses on a whole new level. And yeah, and that's what this book is about. So it's got a few little stories in it about things that have happened um, with the horses, but then it's also looking at what I've learned since I got involved in the three principles, which was it's about 7 years ago now. So, uh, and the other thing I wanted to, because I don't want to just talk about the book, what the other thing that was a big project was actually going through the whole publishing thing because I self-published the book through Amazon on their um, KDP, what is it, Kindle Direct Publishing process. And the first time I looked at it, I was just like, eek, this is going to be much too complicated. So I looked at it and went away and then looked at it and came back. Anyway, that became as much a project really as writing the book in the first place. And it was quite an adventure. And uh, I got quite frustrated and had to keep, stopping and starting and going back. And things like um, figuring out how to do the cover and formatting a Word document, which I know for some people is probably super simple, but I hadn't done any of that before. So, um, yeah, so the whole thing has been, well, it's been an adventure, I think. But the good thing is that I enjoyed it. And having gone through the publishing thing once, I'm pretty sure I can do it again. So watch out because there just might be some more books coming at some point. Okay, so that's my book. Now the other thing I wanted to talk about is that I have found, I guess you could say I found a home for my coaching practice. So again, this happened all around the same time, probably October, November last year. I started looking at a platform called School. Now, there's probably some of you out there that have, known about School for a long time. I hadn't come across it. Um, so I spent a few weeks kind of checking it out, and I became a member of some communities on School. And just got familiar really, and I really like it. So, and the reason I like it is I've spent in terms of social media, I've spent quite a lot of time on Facebook, um, and built up, a reasonable following, I guess. But ah, I don't know, it's very busy, and there's lots of ads and feed, and I'm the sort of person who gets distracted really easily. And I just, I don't know, I just felt that I wasn't really um, I wasn't able to mm, really talk to the people I wanted to speak to, and also get back more engagement and more feedback from those people. Anyway, what I thought I'd do this evening is um, I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you what my community looks like on school. So let's hope this works. Okay. There we go. So let me just move all this out of the way for me so that I can see. Okay. Take me there. So this is my school community. This is my community page. And I think the best thing to do is just to go through some of the tabs. So as you can see, I have called the community my whole kind of, not really a brand, it's more like a kind of ecosystem, I suppose. That's a good word that I've borrowed from somebody else, has come under this A Life Less Serious. And that's because, well, it's because over the last 5 or 6 years, that's what's happened for me. Life has become less serious. It's become much more uh, full of joy and easier. And I don't get so stressed anymore. Um, I don't feel like I'm running on fast forward and worrying about the future. And, life's just got much less personal, actually, I think is one way of putting it. But anyway, I digress. Let me show you more about school. So this is the community page. Okay, you can see here I'm on community tab. This is just tells you that I have the grand number of 8 members, one online at the moment, which is me. Okay. And this is the kind of main community page. So uh, if you look what's being highlighted at the moment, these are the categories. So the categories of things we talk about. So I'm currently on all, but if I click into course insights, it'll bring up another some more comments and interactions. If I click on look after you, again, you get some different ones. Okay. If I click on them all, well, they're all there. And the more recent ones are pinned to the top. And here you've got my general introduce yourself post, okay, which is where you can come on and uh, well, introduce yourself. Okay, so this is the community page. Now, if I click on here, you will see a whole list. So these are the other groups that I'm currently a member of. And what I want you to know is that the communities on in school, some are totally free, some you pay for, either a one-off payment or a subscription, or some are a mix of two. And eventually, my school will be a mix. It will have a free tier, always, and at some point it will have what we call a premium tier, where there will be resources that you either pay a one-off fee for or a monthly subscription or whatever. It depends what the resource is. So, and to give you an idea of resources, I'm going to click on the tab here, which is the classroom. So This is my classroom at the moment. So these are where I'm putting resources for people. And at the moment, everything is available in the free space. Um, I'll come back to this in a minute because I'll talk about the tiers as we go on. Um, but if you look, so this is one of my 7 module courses, which is designed, you can actually go through the modules all in one go if you want to, or you can, these are the access to all of them is open all the time. If I go back to this one, this is designed to be drip fed. So when you do module 1, the next day, module 2 will open and so forth. So we go into where does stress come from? You'll see that you've got some text telling you about the module. And then at the bottom, you've got an audio.
Maybe you think that stress.
Okay, which we're not going to listen to now because we don't want to talk about stress. Oh, hang on. Oh, you see, that's the sort of thing that I do when I'm showing my screen. Hang on a sec. Ah, okay. So I want to go on here. To go on here. I need to move myself out of the way. See, you can see, can't you, that I'm not a tech wizard by any means. Hang on. I'm less serious. There we go. Okay. So up here in the top right hand corner, I've just uncovered that because my screen was on it. That's where you've got your notifications. So you can see here that I've got all sorts of notifications that I can go through from different people. And I've also got messages, chats up there. Okay. Coming back to the tabs across the top here, we've got a calendar, which at the moment hasn't got a lot in it, except my Wednesday calls, which will be running each week. We've also got a list of members, okay, and there's a leaderboard. The leaderboard, this is quite fun because the levels are designed to encourage you to interact with people. So you get points for commenting or liking other people's posts because the whole point of this is to, is to build a community of like-minded people who are all interested in the same thing and want to support and encourage each other. So when you go back to the community, you have your likes. And if we look on the intro post here, likes and comments. Okay. So if I click on the comments, there you go. So you pick up points. And the great thing about that is if I go back to the classroom, this is my view, so I'm going to show you what it will look like for you. So when you come into the classroom, if you join my school, you'll see that this course, which is my 7-day course around stress, unlocks at level 2, which just means that once you've got a certain number of points, you can get access to this course. And the points for level 2. So I'm not sure. Where's the levels? Leaderboards, levels. Yeah, I'm not sure how many points it is. But what I do know is it's not very many. Okay. So it's something like 20 points or something. That's probably a good thing for me to have a look at. Anyway, going back to the tabs, this is the About tab. Is about me and the page, and you've got me with a video welcoming you and a few other bits and pieces for you, some testimonials and so forth for you to look at here. Okay, and a button to join. Now, the other interesting thing is if I go into settings, this has is an affiliate program. So members can be rewarded for referring their friends by offering, um, or I can offer commissions. So again, once there's more, I have more content on the page and more resources, there are ways for you to earn as well. Okay. I hope that's been slightly helpful. I've only been on the course myself on this platform for a couple of months, so I'm in the process of building this up. Um, what else can I tell you? Yeah, you can, I'm not going to click on there, but you can go live on here. So at the moment, I'm talking to you via Zoom, which I will then put into YouTube and then send you the people so that I can send the links. But eventually, I would like to be able to go live in the platform with the people in my community. Okay, I hope that's been helpful. Um, I'm going to stop the share and come back to the screen. And yeah, I don't know. I think that's all I've got to say, really. So uh, I am going to be um, doing a call every Wednesday. It's at 8 o'clock for the next few weeks. I've had to just change the times around slightly. Next week, I have a guest coming, Lorraine, and I'll tell you more about her. Um, well, you'll find out if you join me next week. And I've got some other guests lined up as well for the next few weeks. So yeah. So thank you for listening. I hope that my little tour around school has been helpful. And yeah, and if you want to get a copy of my book, it's in Kindle as well, so you can get an ebook. It is, of course, on Amazon. And that's it, I think. So thank you for joining me, and I'll be speaking to you soon.